Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy P Farm Thinking Right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. It's early in the morning, sun is up, but I'm here. Got a nice little lesson for you. Some of y'all ain't gonna like this one, but I really don't care. But I do what I do, so let's rock. Right, this is 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. You tune into receiving the one that you like. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we're going with this. So let's get there together. And I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not that they know not is foolish. A person who knows not, disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned, I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya, be true. Another PSA message, because these is personal information that you can actually use and find out for yourself if it worked. I'm only telling you what I know from experience. So, right thinkers, let's talk about PSA, mastering patience and silence are the real life lessons that we learn, and that will take you far in life. When you master those things, you'll be just fine. Trust me, I'm still working on them, but I'm getting better. That's how I know. If you do something that ain't working, and you decide, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that because it ain't working. You start doing something else and it's working. Would you go back to doing what we was doing that wasn't working? So you continue to do what works. That's why you listen, learn, and practice, and find out what works for you. Everything I give you, all you gotta do is practice it. It'll work. Trust me. All right. Personally, again, I have master's degrees from the streets to college and university, and none of that means nothing to me personally. Why? Because my mastery of my silence and my patience impresses me. Why? Because I've gotten better. I can see that in myself. I don't need nobody to prove me what I'm doing, how I'm doing better. I check me. The way I used to handle situations, now I'm handling them different. That let me know that I'm changing for the better. I'm still preparing for greatness in my life, meaning I'm learning and I'm mastering what my life lessons personally daily. Ain't no, I'm not there. So I'm walking my walk, doing my thing, help you along the way. But if you can learn how to hold this thing, right? You can hold it from saying how this or this feels and thinks. Trust me, it works like a charm. Why? You don't put yourself in bad predicaments. You don't put yourself out there. That's why I feel so much better knowing I could have went another way. That used to go a different way. Now I'm handling them totally different, and I'm the beneficiary of that. As my pastors want to say, Pastor, how much more we have to endure and take, he's brother, right? That's what we got to do. Boy, that brother, he's sharp, and I couldn't argue the point. I said, but man, I'm old school. Come on, man. I don't mind, but at a certain point in time, I'm not going to just keep letting you slap my face. So I put into daily practice. Yeah, and now I put it into daily practice. What? working on mastering silence, knowing when to speak and when not to speak. And for the last maybe over a month now, working like a charm. And nobody none the wiser. I don't argue. I don't complain. I don't throw people on the bus, rag on what they don't do. None. I do none of that. So the people around me think, I guess they think they're perfect. I got no complaints. I just don't complain. Nobody notices. Okay, that's fine. But again, in life, when you practice what you're learning and what you're teaching daily, that's how it's done. I can't rely on yesterday's knowledge to prepare me for today's lessons. I get mine as I go, and I give it to you as we go. This lesson won't come out next week sometime. Another thing, but moving on. But I keep lessons to come out on a regular basis. Why? If you follow me, I got something for you. I'm feeding you. I got you. This is the spiritual gumbo. How you like it? I have, personally, a biblical spiritual advisor who advises me when daily. What? Biblically. I respect his understanding of that book and what he do and how he do. So I got a problem with that. He give me his philosophy. It ain't mine. I sure ain't mine, but it's his from that book. Respectfully. Don't give a crap about that book. Me, to him, it means everything. I got a library. Love my books. He could care less. But we both have one thing in common. Okay? So again, it goes back to no matter how you get to him, but if you get to him, you have company. Not a lot. Oh, no. What? You doing God, you got a whole bunch of friends. Heads up. So if you ready to be friendless, come on this side. We don't do friends over here. And that's sad. I asked my mother-in-law, I said, Mom, the only time I have a good conversation is when I can kick it with you about what's going on in my life and how things are going. I don't have that outlet. You say, when I talk to her, the best conversation she had, we need more people doing what we doing. What's going on with that? So yeah, trust me, God's people, there's a whole bunch of us. All right, and understand this again. I have my philosophy down pat. No, trust me, this least my concern. But I'm learning. Here you go. I'm learning and respecting what the biblical philosophy that I'm getting from a master of biblical knowledge. My dude. Anybody? No. What? I don't. If you know me, I don't know. But this brother is good, and I trust him. And so far, so good. And I told him over 10 years ago, before I came to his church, I know God. I got it from the philosophy that got me to God. My philosophy got me to God. He didn't have a problem with that. We good to go. I got a bunch of books. He got one. I made it how I made it. That one got him there. I can't argue the book. That's my point. I don't need it, but I said I never said it didn't work. So that's my proof. And again, that's why I stand on that. Well, I know him. I've been knowing him a long time. I'm going on 50 years, so. And he's always been in that book. Ain't changed. And it would look like he ain't. And I ain't trying to get him to. What? Now, what? You don't. Really? So understand. It's called respect. Spiritual and religious respect, meaning whatever your faith base is, I respect that. Why? Because if you live in it, that's what I respect about it. Claiming it, don't give a damn. But if you live in it, you got my respect. Why? I live my right thinking. That's why I know. Simple. All right? And religion means what? To do it regularly. On a regular basis. So you live it. We call it practice. All right, I'm practicing every day. And what's this? When you have two different philosophies, okay, but the end result is the same. Which one of them is right, which one wrong? Again, I can make my point real clear. Don't tell me what you think or how you feel about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I will tell you, you got to make a whole bunch of assumptions. I'm telling you. Again, I practice a philosophy, not a religion. And a religion, when it's practiced right, is a philosophy, just looked at different. And I fellowship with what? Good people who practice the religion of Christianity. It'd be the same if they were Muslims or Jews, Hindus. I don't know if it was about Jehovah's now. I ain't gonna go that far, but I respect them for what they do and religion that they practice under. I got no problem with that. Moving on. Again, I tried a new philosophy personally with them. I'm trying stuff out. And I tried this out. This is one I just put into use a couple months ago. And nobody figured it out yet. So that's how tells me how much nobody tuned in. Nobody, not yet. But what's this? I tried a new philosophy. What is it? If what I'm going to say is not going to be nice, I won't say nothing. So I walk around tight-lipped. I hear it. Like the two little boys down the corner. The man walk by. Hey, kid, tell me how to get the drugs out. The little boy say, that's me. Why? So he can smack my face? No matter what you say, constructively to criticize somebody, they're not going to like it. And I got a bunch of constructive criticism that I just have to keep to myself. Feel me? So that's my point. Okay, and it's working for me. Less nonsense, less arguments. Why? They just think everything is okay. And for me it is. I ain't be by that. Okay, again, but if no, so I know how to keep the peace. I'm the high road man. I'm always going to take the high road. And again, silence is my weapon of choice for what? Avoiding unintelligent conversation. When a person saying things and doing things that are not good, I'm not going to engage. I get in the mud with the pig. I don't do that no more. So I'm personally practicing how not to get into conversations that I don't want to be in. Shut up. Moving on. And when people love to talk, they don't care if you don't talk. I found that out too. They don't care if you don't say nothing. They don't keep going. They keep going. Whatever. And I practice this. And I'm learning day by day, when and what to what and not to say. That's giving what? That's for me living the right way. I don't have issues. Why? I ain't got to say everything I don't like. I got to bring up everything I don't. So I just shut up. So far, so good. Why? It ain't bothering nobody else. I'm the only one who inconvenienced. Why? Because I can't really express myself. I can't really do what I want. So I'm the one had to be. And I said, Pastor, why do we got to keep being inconvenienced for their, for them? All right. You kill me with that blood, right? Man, he just kills me with that. And when he say it, I can't argue. Brother, he don't get emotional. He don't get upset. He don't get none of that. He flatline. He is my man. And I can't argue. Why? Because what he say is what he do. And I got to go with that. And yeah, it worked for him, it worked for me too. And I'll find that out. And I tell him every day, yo, man, I appreciate that. But my newfound ability to shut up, because I did a show about other people shutting up. Maybe you shut up. So that's my new philosophy. I'm practicing how to be silent and be patient. And what's this? And to know what not to say to get I'm getting better at it every day. I'm practicing. If you're going to learn something, you put it into practice. And the more you do it, the better you get. That's how it's done. And me practicing daily, I'm getting better at it. I got a little over a month in, and I'm pretty much cool with it now. All right, and nobody none the wiser. I figure there'll be some issues. Nope, smooth as silk. Why? I have been practicing being patient, holding my water, so to speak, just going okay, and being silent for a while now, and no one notices the change. How much they paying attention. You can judge how people view you by what you're doing, and nobody says nothing. Nobody notices nothing. I'm so good at it now. It seems normal for me to say nothing, talk less, and just let it go. Moving on. No, I'm good. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't have a bunch to say. And Nobody complains about it. Why? They don't want to hear what I got to say anyway, so it works for them too. Think about it. And silence and patience are the two hardest characteristics of your personality is to master. Why? Because you had to practice it when? Daily. It ain't gonna do you no good yesterday. It'll do you no good last month. Every day, you gotta put the same concept in, practice the same philosophy. And I'm getting better. That's what mastery is all about. When you get this muscle memory, that's mastery of it. You got it now, you ain't gotta think about it. We the kids, we started walking. We a little wobbly. Now we walk like it ain't nothing. That's the last thing you think about is muscle memory. Anything that you perfect by practicing becomes that. That's what you say, master, master, master. It don't mean going constantly. No, master oneself. The qualities, aspects of you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. That's why I do what I do. For you can master you by practicing the things that help you become a better you. I call being patient holding my water. When I play football, I told my boys, hold your water. That means don't go before the gout. I'm calling the shots. Hut, hut, hut. Don't go on the second hut if on the third hut. You hold your water to the third hut and then you go. Races, anything at the starting point, in the mark, get set. They get you in and bow, now you go. So holding your water means being patient till it's time to let loose. That's all. Men, premature ejaculation, hold your water. She love it. But I call it being patient holding the water. And just tote your water. God, just do what you're supposed to do. Just do what you're supposed to do. I can't stand a complaining, whiny person while they're working. I have to work UPS loading trucks. I was sending guys out the truck, man, get out. Why? Bitching. I can't stand that. I shut up and load. We here to work. They pay us $8 an hour. Yeah, it wasn't nothing back then, but yeah, underpaid slaves, what you want to call it. But I came there to work. And if you wasn't going to work, I couldn't work with you. Something like that. I ain't changed. I'm still the same way. Moving on. In anything. Not just in loading trucks. In life, in the game, in religion. I don't care. Okay? If you ain't with it, I ain't with you. Simple. But if you know me, you know I work hard. Okay? I will do whatever I have to do and never say a damn word about it. Why? No complaining. I made that person a few months ago too. Part of the silence treatment. What you don't like? Shut up. What you get? Shut up. You didn't. Shut up. See? Once that ego is in check, it won't be so hard. In the beginning, he ain't gonna want to do it. You're going to have some resistance. That's where you got to implement, shut up. So it's personal. When you make it personal, you take it personal, and you should be in control of that. I have relationships where you would think you're perfect. Why? Because I don't complain about the things that you don't do that I like. What I don't like, I don't complain. So you probably thinking, oh, it's okay. It really ain't. I just learned how to deal with it. Again, another one of my skills that I'm trying to operate and work in to see. And at a certain point, everybody ain't built to just take from people. Just let people, they're going to explode. My mother said, baby, that's not good. I said, no, Ma, I got a release valve. I let all that nonsense go. I don't harbor nothing. Trust me. Believe me, I don't stress about nothing that I don't control. So there's no stress with me. Ask me, am I stressing you out? I ain't going to allow you to stress me out. If that's what you're trying to do, you ain't working. Why? I'm not going to allow that. That's not your choice. Moving on. That's, again, self-mastery. Anything outside you shouldn't control you. Moving on. If you're not holding up your end in anything you're doing in life of your deal, I won't continue dealing with you. If I'm holding my end and you hold your end, man, I'm done. I ain't gonna carry you. I'm not God. God said, footprints in the sand. You said, God, you never leave me. Yeah, well, I see one set of print. Yeah, that's because I carried you. You look at the size, you see they ain't yours. I like that little concept, and that's how I live by. I'm not going to do nothing for you if you don't want to do it for yourself. I help you. But if you just ain't going to, man, I'm done with that. Why? I do mine. Ain't got no problem with me. Moving on. Again, in relationships, friendship, anything, I don't give a damn. Okay, so if you think I need you, no, don't think that. Please don't think that. I can tell you that from the real. Don't do that. If your feelings involved, I will hurt your feelings. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you want your feelings to be soothed, I ain't the dude for that. Moving on. I'm still learning how to master my silence and my patient aspect of my character. So when I'm better at it, I'll be better for it. And that's what I'm practicing on to get to that point. So it won't be an issue. That's what I'm trying to show to you. Again, appreciate you tuning in. I'm wrapping up. The last part is silence. Listen to me. Silence will always work in the face of what? In your favor. Why? Silence is never wrong. It's always right. I don't. If I make a statement that you don't agree with, you don't understand, don't mean it's wrong. I'm gonna back it up with a few points and let you know I ain't just saying something. I'm gonna back it up. Let's go. So if you're saying disrespectful things to me, before I knew the power of silence and patience, I'd have punched you in your face. He ain't settling for that. He ain't going for that. That's the ego. Okay? They wear it on their shoulders. Real men, macho, machismo, they don't give a damn. Okay? They're gonna be right in your face. Okay? Humble, calm down a little bit. I done got better at it. So it don't get me riled up. You can't get me excited by calling me a bunch of names. Oh, at one time, man, them fighting words. I ain't gonna fight over words now. With self-mastery over the years of practicing, what people say about you or to you should not move you. Why? They're ignorant. Why? You know what they're saying ain't true. Why would you entertain stuff that an ignorant person is saying about you that you know is wrong? You fueling the fire by doing that. You gonna say nothing? He said that. That freaks them out. Why? The old me wouldn't settle for that. So that's the change about me that I like about myself. Now, I can say more with silence, okay? And I'm learning this from the Stoics. I can say more with silence in the face of what? Anger and ignorance and nonsense than I could ever say with words. My sister-in-law told me that over 10 years ago. But right, it don't make a difference how loud you say it, okay? If they ain't trying to hear you, it ain't gonna be heard. Bingo, I got it. It don't make a difference. So I learned, again, everything I learned from outside myself, somebody gave it to me and I had to, okay, I got you. So I learned too. I ain't just above learning. I can't teach me nothing, that nonsense. So my best life lessons come from people who helped me out and gave me a different perspective. Why? Mine wasn't always on point. Mine wasn't always right. It's just mine. Again, being ignorant don't make you smart. If I have to say nasty, disrespectful, disparaging things for your attention, I won't say anything. Why? I don't need your attention that bad. Simple as that. I'm a Capricorn, damn it. We don't do that. That's what I'm saying. I tell you again, I keep telling you, know your zodiac. That zodiac sign to give your character. Okay, tell you about yourself that they said before you even got here. The characteristics of a Capricorn has always been the characteristics of a Capricorn. I'm just born into that phase and I just fit the characteristic. I didn't know that. I know that now. I feel like a glove. Yeah, I know who I am. Why? I'm Capricorn, damn it. Moving on. What zodiac sign I do? Ignorance. See, when I listen to somebody's rebuttal or response, I can tell if they're ignorant or not. Ignorant. Wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Get information. Trust me, I do this every day. Practice means I can wait. With silence means, patience. Patience means that I can wait. Get my book, chill. Ain't no hurry. I've never rushed anybody to do anything. Why? I'm just a driver. I just wait for you. I do what I do. When you come on, I die. So I don't get out my rule. My rule is what I do. And with silence, it means I've learned what? To hold control of my tongue. Keeping it around my mouth. keep it right in my mouth. Why? If I move it and let it come out, it's going to say some things that might not be right or good. So I avoid that scenario by saying nothing. Hope you got the point. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go. Right thinkers, in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I know that my right thinkers, who themselves might want to master patience and silence, have passed away. It's a good thing.